All right, here's my back training for today. We're going to be a little bit more specific. I just finished now, so it took close to 2 hours to get this done. The first movement was iso rows with the hammer machine for 8 reps with 4 work sets. So there were about 6 warm-up sets. I may not have put one in there, maybe 7, with 4 working sets using 4 plates per side. So all the working sets were using the same weight. Today, instead of trying to just heave up 5, 6 plates, I stayed with the 4 and worked more on trying to drive my elbows back and contracting a little bit harder and getting a greater range of motion. Second movement was the using the multi-grip Swiss bar pull downs. Took about 3 warm-up sets just to kind of get an idea of what kind of weight I was going to use. I did 3 sets with each grip. Ended up using about 150 pounds. So once again, not a whole lot of weight, but it was a lot of stretch and a lot of contraction for sets of 10. After that, I really like reverse band pulls. That's basically just setting the bar up like you do a reverse band bench, except you're just going to pull the bar down to your chest. I like this because you can't use a lot of momentum. You really got to focus on trying to flex the lats to bring the bar down. I like to bring the bar real low, do high rep sets of 15. I did 3 sets there, and at the end of every set, I'd let it stretch for about 60 seconds. Basically, I stretch for as long as I can handle it, and then the rest of a minute, maybe 2 between sets. From there, I went on to the rickshaw shrugs. I use the rickshaw just because it's already loaded and it's easy. Sets of 8 reps, but on this, it's a pull into a shrug, then hold for a 3 count, and then drop back down again. So I had a couple warm-up sets where I only did maybe 3, 4 reps per set, just to kind of get my shoulder and upper back loosened up a little bit, because it was, after the stuff before, it was really, really tight. So I wanted to try to get it relaxed some so I could really flex hard at the top. And then did 4 work sets there with 1 plate per side. Not a lot of weight, but when you're holding that thing up there for a real hard 3 count, it gets hard fast. After that, I did the low row. I use it's a mag grip. I like the supinated grip for this because it's almost a reverse grip, but not a complete total reverse grip. So it's not a whole lot of strain on your wrist or biceps, and it's got a real good feel on the lat. So I only needed 1 warm-up set there. That was pretty much just gauge how much weight I was going to be able to use. Ended up being about 170 pounds. 3 sets of 10 reps there. Back raises. Meadows writes back raises just in about every freaking back training session there is, so I'm not a big fan of those either. 3 sets of 50. There's no warm-up sets on that. Screw that. Then I did a straight arm pull down. I know to read it looks kind of screwed up because it's on glass, so you can't see it real well. Especially I can't see it well through the viewfinder. So there was just 2 sets there. No reason to do any warm-up sets. All I'm looking for is a good stretch at the top to try to pull on my shoulder. I do have limited range of motion in my shoulder, so I go as far as I can go until it really starts to shake a little bit. Then I'll reverse, go down and contract. Last movement of the day was deadlift with chains from the floor. A shitload of warm-up sets. Deadlifting last, it's safer because everything's shot. You can't use a whole lot of weight, but at the same time, everything's really, really tight and pumped up. So you want to try to get your range of motion. At least I want to get my range of motion under control to where it feels like a deadlift instead of just picking shit up. 225 is what I stayed with. Then I just added a chain per side and worked up to, what was it, 16 total chain. So 8 chain per side for singles. And those were basically in a cluster. I took a little longer rest than what would normally be done when John prescribes this. So I took a minute between each rep and did 8 singles. And then that pretty much wrapped it up. There's no BS work afterwards. No stim, nothing else. I'm done. Anything else I did at this point, even if it was recovery work, is just pointless. The best thing for me now is just water and rest. Workout training mix is pretty much the same. There's just, because the back is a longer training day, like legs, there's an extra scoop of the anaconda in there, but that's really about it.